Hi guys, it's Lexi from Turnip Starfish bringing you another tutorial, and today we are going to be drawing Junko from Danganronpa. So some of you might have heard of Danganronpa. It's a computer game. There's like a couple of them, well, about 3 or 4, I don't know, and there's an anime as well. So we are going to be drawing Junko, who's one of the main characters in the anime, and yeah, so let's get drawing. So we're drawing Junko from Danganronpa, and again it's a full figure, so we're going to start with the head. Don't start with it too far up the page. Just drawing our basic circle in. She's got a slight 3/4 head. Her head is tilted to the side, so that changes where we put her eyes, etc. And then her chin comes to about here. Okay, so I'm just going to draw in the shoulders. Now her shoulders are tilted the opposite way to her head. So we are doing the upper body, and usually we teach you to draw boxes, but we're using a slightly different trapeze shape today. This side doesn't go quite so far down. It comes in like so, and then her waist comes in, and then she's kind of got this funny like hip opening thing going on. So she's got like her chest, her upper torso and her lower torso kind of meet, and they kink out to the side further. Just going with that sort of shape and movement. Then this leg comes out. Just going to draw it straight for a movement. And then this leg also comes out to the side, like so. The whole length of the torso is the same to the knee, and the same to the ankle. Right, we're just going to draw this arm in, and to the side, out and up. And where does it hand? My hand roughly by here, and we're just going to draw the finger up, just because we can. Oh, and we're just going to chuck in some feet for a moment. Right, so I'm going to rub out some of this information. Okay, so first of all we're going to draw the eyes and the eye line. Drawing nice curves across, nice big pupils, and then she's got a bit of the eye underneath, and you can see a tiny pupil. Oh my goodness. I hope you can hear me, because it's absolutely just tipping it down. That eye might be a little bit big actually for the drawing, so I'm just going to reduce it in size slightly. Okay, so that's one eye, and then the other eye is just over on this side. Oh, put that line, the dot back in. And just bringing those lines out, like so. Okay, her eyes done, and you could just about see a little line of an eyelid. I'm drawing a nose, which is just like a little dot, and then I'm going to draw in her mouth. She's got a nice big smile. Alright, oh, let's just put her eyebrows in, because there's not much shape to them. So they are just lines that follow the eyeline around. Just take out some of that information. Right, so doing the side of the head, coming down till we get to about the nose, and then the cheek comes out, and it goes back in towards the chin. Yeah, it just follows that circular line across, I guess. I'm just going to suggest in the ear, and just because of the way the head's tilted, the ear is like somewhere here. Alright, so let's have a look at the fringe. Let's take some of this out. We're probably not going to do the bunches until we finish drawing the figure in, just so you know. Right, let's start off with this, the biggest piece of the fringe, which curves down and into towards the centre of the head and comes back up. This piece overlaps this one and comes all the way over to the eye. So bringing this piece of hair across her ear now. So it comes up a bit more towards the end. And then this piece over this side, this lonesome piece goes round like this and back up. Okay, so now we're going to draw on this side piece of fringe. I think that's about it. Right, you could draw that ear back in if you want to. Okay, so we've done that part now, and now we're going to be putting on our cycle helmets kind of thing that I call them. This one's quite cool because this front piece of hair that we drew kind of comes around and helps us form part of the shape. And then the other side is about here, so it kind of follows from the head. So let's draw in ovals for the little bears that are in her hair. So if you're familiar with Danganronpa, you'll know that one of the main characters is a bear called Monokuma, who is half white and half black, and like literally split down the middle. So this is why she has these Monokuma, like bear type things in her hair, representing either side of him. And that's all we're going to do with them for now, and we'll go back and do the details after. Alright, so on this side of the head you can kind of see the other bang, as it's known sometimes, the other part of her fringe coming down, curving in over the ear. And we're going to draw in her neck. So this character has got a neck which kind of comes in slightly, which I don't necessarily like doing. So I'm definitely not curving this side in. I'm curving it out at the bottom, but not in at the top. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to draw in the collar, which starts just above the join of the neck and the head, which is quite important because it makes it feel separate to the head and the neck. Just bring in that line down, and then this one goes out to the side into a triangle type shape and back in. And then this collar comes out at this side, so kind of in like a square type shape almost. And then we have another triangle. This is quite pointed for fabric. Usually there's a bit more of a curve to it. I suppose it's meant to be like a stiff collar. I put like a little necklace on, or choker, whichever you prefer. Okay, so then we've got this neck line that sweeps down like 2/3 of the way into the body. So we're going to do that sort of shape. Over to this side as well, so I'm just coming underneath slightly. Maybe it comes a bit further down actually. Alright, so we are going to put her collarbones on. We're just using that type of shape. So just like a slightly curved line with the collarbone coming down to the centre. And we are going to draw bits of her shirt coming out to the side slightly. And then we are going to draw in a sweetheart kind of line here at the top. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to draw a line for the centre of the blazer, which is kind of coming across the body about here. So that's where that goes. Let's have a look. Let's carry on with the body, and we will draw in this side of the figure, so I can just about see where I'm going. And then we're going to follow around these lines, okay, into big circle shapes, alright. And that's going to be one side of her blazer, so I don't have to have all that information there. And from here, she gets extremely thin. So shoulder curves up, and then it hits the corner. So yeah, this curve of the sleeve kind of comes across because of the way she's leaning, down and back out to the side. Yeah, her body's pretty much where we drew it. That comes back up, and her arm might be a tad too long, so maybe we'll shorten it to about here. Okay, so we're bringing this fabric round and down, and then we've got a pinch of fabric which comes up and also twists out. Curves for this around the arm. So I'm just drawing like the ovals that I usually draw, but without the ends on. Because I kind of planned out where everything was going earlier. Alright, she's got quite a bulbous elbow on her arm, so I'm not going to draw that in. You can if you like to. So her hand tilts back slightly. The palm of the hand comes out and tilts back. So we're just going to lead with that forefinger. So they're each underlapping each other. Alright, and then you've got your thumb coming up behind them. And then she's got little bumps of knuckles kind of coming down the hand like that. So coming back out to the hip. This is where it's weird because the ankles are all a bit squiff and they don't kind of abide by the rules that I usually draw. So it confuses my head. So that's roughly where the top's going to end. This is roughly where the shirt's going to end. And then this is roughly where the skirt's going to end. So this part of the body kind of comes out down into the leg. So that's like important information to remember. All right, so that's why I'm drawing that in now. And then this bit, also we could bring that back slightly because that goes into that leg. So that line that we drew earlier, it comes into use now. We're bringing it up into a triangle. This also has the bottom bit open, not as extreme as the top part. Right, skirt. I know how much everyone loves drawing skirts. It's not that bad. Another 3D block. So we're just basically drawing in rectangles that change lengths. Tie, destroying my line. Okay, so I'm gonna draw in the tie now. I know that it comes to here. That's a really long tie into a nice big point. Finishing on the pleats. And drawing that leg. Right, let's just go and put those buttons in on this top. So a little button here. Let's go put this other arm in. So this shoulder hangs down below the collar. And her arm actually comes out by here. This weird thing going on where her shoulder comes out and goes back in and then out. foreshortening going on then. The arm is concerned. And I'm going to draw that cuff in now. The calf muscles are quite slim, so the thigh muscles come inward. They come in towards the knees slightly. I'm going to draw in where the kneecaps would go. I'm just going to draw in curves for where the boots are. So my legs are a little bit short actually. I'm going to have room to put the full length of the boot in. Actually, maybe I can bring this knee up slightly. Okay, that looks okay. I'm just going to thicken this thigh slightly. Do the same with this leg. Right, this leg is turned in slightly. So let's go into the boots then. First of all, her legs go really skinny. So we're going to tuck those bits in slightly. We're going to bring them in. Curve around it. And we're going to put the tongue of the shoe, the bridge of the shoe. It comes down and it flattens out into the toes. And then we've got like a bit of the sole of the shoe that you can see that kind of tucks around and back. I'm just going to put this detail on. And then you've got crisscrosses for the shoes, for laces even. Alright, back up to this hand. You can't really see much of it, you can see a bit of the palm and then the little finger which is curved around. Let's draw those teddy faces in. You've kind of got the cute teddy bear mouth, nose thing going on. And then you've got this creepy smile with jagged teeth. And these evil, like, eyes. Oh, I can't remember how they go. Something like that. So let's start on the white bear side. Start with the bit that goes here. So with hair, don't worry about it too much. Kind of has its own like natural way of flowing. Kind of using a bit of a thicker brush for this so that you can see, because it is too big to zoom in on the section. So I'm just drawing lots of random shapes now. just go with the flow. Right, so I'm just going to leave that aside at that. Fill in as much as you want. So this side we're going to start off with another middle one. Last bit. Yay! Didn't bring the hip out as much as the picture, but that was me and my head going, no, I can't do that, unless you're dislocating hips and stuff. And I think the legs worked out okay, even though I thought I was running out of room. Cool. Here's Junko from Danganronpa.